So implement matrix multiplication and validate the rules of multiplication. So suppose if I take an example, first matrix is in the order of m cross n and the second matrix is in the order of p cross q. So what is your m? M is the number of rows of your first matrix and n is your column of your first matrix. Similarly, p is the row of second matrix and q is the column of second matrix. You know this concept, right? So when your matrix multiplication is possible only when n is equal to p. What is the meaning of it? Number of columns of the first matrix should be equal to the number of rows of your second matrix. Similarly, the resultant vector will be, the resultant matrix will be in the order of m cross q. Okay, so these are the two things which you have to remember. So let me take an example, simple example, 3 cross 3 matrix. Both is 3 cross 3 matrix. Here n is equal to p. So matrix multiplication is possible. And let me take the example 2, 2, 2. The elements of the first matrix are 2, 2, 2. Okay. Similarly, the element of the second matrix is also I am taking the same elements 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2 and 2, 2, 2. Now how will you multiply this matrix? First row into first column, right? So 2 into 2 plus 2 into 2 plus 2 into 2. That will be giving you first element of your resultant matrix. Similarly, since all the elements are equal, you will be getting the resultant matrix as 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12 and 12, 12, 12. So now let us write a program for this matrix multiplication. Okay, so you know that include stdio.h standard input output header file for using a printf and scanf statement int main, which will designate the start of the program. Now what is the meaning of this sentence? Int m comma n comma p comma q comma I j k. So all these are variables of the integer type, the declaration, okay, part, ending with a semicolon. Now, what are the arrays? You want three arrays, right? First array for your first matrix, second array for your second matrix, and the third array for your resultant matrix. So I am taking the first array as A. The array name is A. It is 2-dimension. That's why you have the row size as 10 and column size as 10. Similarly, the second array name is B. The row size is 10, column size is 10, and the third array, that is the resultant, is taken as res and the row size is 10 and the column size is also 10, and all these arrays are of the data type integer. Okay, hope you would have understood this. Now you have to first enter the order of the matrix, right? Whether it is 2 cross 2 by 2 or 3 by 3. Okay, so for first matrix as well as your second matrix. So what you will be using printf, enter the order of the first matrix. So what is the order? You would have entered 3 cross 3, right? 3 and 3 you would have entered. So where this 3 and 3 will enter, 3 and 3 will be entering in your variables m and n. That's why you have used the scanf. First format specifier %d will be taken for your m and the second one will be taken for your n. Because why %d? Because the format specifier, it is an integer, right? That's why you have %d. Similarly, you are entering the second order of the second matrix. I'm taking it as 3 3. It will be the order will be saved in the location p and q. Okay, so now m and n will be having the row and column of your first matrix. Similarly, p and q will be having the row and column of your second matrix. Okay, till this now you are clear. Order is being given. Now you have to check the condition, right, and validate the rules of multiplication is also given. So what is a condition? You know that always n should be equal to p. So I am using a if else statement here. Okay, if n not equal to p, right, this is your simple for not equal to p, then printf the matrix is incompatible for multiplication. Correct, right? You cannot do the multiplication, else you can perform the multiplication. For if you want to perform the multiplication, what you have to do? First you have to enter the elements of the both the matrix, right? These elements, that is 2 2 2, all these 9 elements you have to enter for both the matrix, for matrix A as well as your matrix B. So I have told you a shortcut. If you want to enter the 2-dimension array, then what you have to do? You have to use 2 for loops. The outer for loop will be for the row and the inner for loop will be for your column, right? Do you remember it? If you don't know, it is there in the previous video. So printf, enter the elements of the matrix A slash n. It takes a new line. Then for I is equal to 0, what is the order of your first matrix? M and n. That's why you have taken row is M and your column is n. Okay. So for I is equal to 0, I'll tell you the first condition. So for I is equal to 0, whether 0 is less than, what is your M? 3, right? Yes, the condition is true. It enters the next statement. It enters the loop. So for j is equal to 0, so you know what is, for j is equal to 0, now 0 is less than, again n is equal to 3. Again it is true. Now what will be the, once you enter the order, where it will be stored? Scanf %d. What is the value for first value? A of 0. 0 will be entered. So if I take it as 2, then your 2 will be stored in your array of 0, 0th element. First element will be stored. Similarly, now it is in the inner loop itself. So j will be now incremented. Now what will be happening? 0, 1. Okay. Similarly, a 0, 2. 3 elements will be entered. After that, when j becomes 3, 3 is less than 3, it is false. It goes to the upper loop. Now I will be incremented. Next, the what will be the value? I, again j will be initialized to 0. So 1, 1 and a 1, 2. Okay. Similarly, I will be again incremented. So you know this procedure, right? So you will be getting, ultimately you will be entering all the values will be stored in the array one by one. Okay, all these values, first matrix value will be stored. Same thing you are going to repeat it for your matrix B. You are going to use 2 for loops. The only difference is here the location will change. There it is A of ij. Here it is Bij. Second matrix will be stored in the second array B of ij. Scanf %d ampersand Bij. You have entered the elements now. Now can you perform the multiplication? So for the multiplication, what you will do actually, first row has to be multiplied with the first column. Okay. So now here you have to be very careful. What will be the order of the matrix? Resultant matrix, I have told you the order will be equal to M cross Q. That is why here you have taken I, row is M and column is Q. Okay. So again you are using the two loops, for loop, right? I, for I is equal to 0, I less than M, I plus plus. Then for j is equal to 0, j less than u, j plus plus. But here you are going to use another loop also. Why? What is the reason? Because see here. So here first you are making 2 into 2. Next the second data, right? Plus 2 into 2. Again third plus 2 into 2. So it first element, to get the resultant first element itself, there is a summation and multiplication of the 3 elements. That's why you're going for your third loop, k is equal to 0. So first I will execute you your first value and show, then you can repeat it and you can do it. Okay. So for I is equal to 0, I less than M. Whether 0 is less than, what is your M? 3, right? Yes, it is true. It enter into the loop. So when j is, now j will be equal to 0. J is less than Q. So 0 is less than 3. Yes, again it's true. So it comes inside the loop. Resultant res ij. So what is this value? Resultant 0, I is 0, j is 0, which is equal to 0. First element is initialized to 0. Okay. Now for k is equal to 0, k less than p. So k is, whether 0 is less than p is again q. Number of row of your second. It can be equal to n also, no problem. Okay. So k is equal to 0, whether 0 is less than 3. Yes, it is true. It enters into the loop. Now resultant of 0, 0, res of 0, 0, res of 0, 0 will be assigned. What will be the value? aik. Now what is the value for a of 0? Now k is initialized to 0, right? So a of 0, 0 multiplication b of k is also 0, j is also 0. So first two elements will be multiplied. I hope you are understanding this. Okay. First two and the first row and first both a of 0, 0 and b of 0, 0 elements will be multiplied and it will be added to your resultant vector. What was your resultant? Initialized to 0. Okay. So your So what will be a multiplication? 2 into 2. You will be getting it as 4, right? 4 plus 0, and what is the value? It is 4. That will be assigned as the value resultant of 0, 0. Are you able to understand now? Now currently the value is 4. Now again it increments the value for k. Now k will be equal to 1. So what will be the value now? So resultant is equal to, here you will be getting a I k, right? Now k is equal to 1. So a 0 1 into b. Now k will vary, right? K is 1, b 1, j is again 0. So a 0 1 into b 1 0. Now what will be the value? A 0 1, what is the value? A 0 0th row, first column. The second 2 and your next 2, b 1 0. That is your first B1 0, first row 0th column. Are you able to understand? So second element 2 into 2, that is also 4. Now you will be getting here the value also will be 4. Again you have to add with the resultant. So already you were having 4, right? That will be added. Now the value will be equal to 8, and now the resultant of 0 will be equal to 8. It is not over it. Now again you have to increment the value for k. What will be your k now? K will be equal to 2. Whether 2 is less than 3? Yes. Again the same condition repeats. Now what will be the value? A of 0. Now 0 2 into b of 2 0. That is the third element. 2 will be again multiplied. So what is 2 into 2? 4. So now what will be the value? 4 plus 8. Already the resultant value was equal to 8, right? 8 plus 4, you will be getting 12. That is how you are going to get the first parameter, first value. Okay, the resultant. So resultant of 0 0, you have got the value equal to 2. Now again you will have to, the same process repeats. J will be incremented. So you will be getting the 3 rows, right? So 12 12, the entire resultant matrix will be obtained by this loop until and unless the I becomes equal to 3. The condition fails. Okay, I hope that you would have understood this. Okay, you can do one by one separately, and you can do it as a practice section. Now this loop will be giving you the multiplication value. Now you have to print the result, right? Now the resultant will be having all the values. Now you have to print the product of the two matrix is for I is equal to 0, I less than m. Same thing. What is your row? Resultant matrix row is equal to m, column is equal to q. So for printing, what is the same how you have printed A matrix, B matrix, similarly you are going to print the resultant matrix. The only difference is you are going to print the result, right? So you will be using resultant of ij instead of using a of ij or b of ij. Now you are going to print the resultant of ij. So hope you would have understood this. For I is equal to 0, I less than m. So your resultant will be, the only difference here is you will be using a tab space, right? Why I have told you in many programs, because here you will be getting a space. That is why you have used here /t. Printf /n return 0. So this is how you get the, you will be able to get the output. Now let me show you the output window. Okay, so here, see here, enter the order of the first matrix. I have given the order as 3 3. Enter the order of the second matrix 3 3. Enter the elements of the matrix A. I have given the same elements I have taken. See, the product of the two matrix is 12. Here you have a tab space. That's why here you have given in the program /t. Okay, so this is your first product matrix. Now for the second choice, if this, you know that order of the matrix, here it is m and this will be n. Similarly p q. Similarly here also m n p q. Now for the matrix multiplication, n should be equal to p, but here in this case I have given n not equal to p. It is 3 and 2. It is not equal. 3 not equal to 2. That is n not equal to p. Okay, so matrix multiplication is not possible. That's why here you have got matrix is incompatible for multiplication. This is how you do the 2D matrix multiplication.